Okay, thank you.
Oh,
Yeah,
Now
no,
it's
you
okay,
can
no?
start. Thank you
that's
for
okay.
your for your
Patient.
understanding. Thank you, thank you.
Okay, we start again. Good evening, the senior Sangha and the lay people who are interested in academic research and the body study. My name is Sobaga. I am a moderator in this week's lecture. Today, the sixth Newmo of Grencho in 3080 Myanmar era and 2568 Buddha era. For the fifth annual Bami Research Seminar, week 11, we will hold six part in this event. There will be six items in this session. The first session is the reciting models as 3 times. The second session is the introduction to the lecturer Dr. Ashin Sucitta regarding his educational background. The third session is sharing knowledge and experience about given topic. The fourth session is question and answer. The fifth session is a time full speech of the lecturer, Dr. Ashin Sucitta Yangonayaka, for his sharing of knowledge and experience. At that time, Venerable Yewada, he will speak at the time full speech. And the last one is to close this session by reciting Oda Sadhana Chiran through 3 times. Okay. Before we start, now we start by reciting Namo Tassa 3 times, all of the students. Namo Tassa.
Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Sammo Buddhassa Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Sammo Buddhassa Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Sammo Buddhassa.
Okay, according to the item 2, second item, I would like to introduce Venerable Dr. Ashin Sucitta, the tonight lecturer, about his education background. Tonight, the lecturer is Dr. Ashin Sucitta, the group of Yangon Nayaka, the leader of the Yangon group at the Makuta Rama Myanmar Temple. And he passed the Dhammatriya degree in 2004, I don't know. In the 2007 educational year, Sirigu International Buddhist University, he got a Buddha Dhamma diploma as well as the English diploma certificate. In 2008, he got a Abhidhamma diploma degree, and in 2010, he got a BA degree from the same university in Myanmar. In 2016, he got 2 master degrees from Postgraduate Institute of Bali and Buddhist Study and Buddhist and Bali University in Sri Lanka. And to continue his higher study, he joined the master course after taking the exam. In this year of 2024, he completely passed the Doctor of Philosophy. Here I would like to introduce his missionary work in Greek. He taught at the junior monk and novice in the monastery of Myadong Tai from 2004 to 2006. In the 2009 and 10 educational year in Sirigu International Buddhist University, he was a lecturer. In 2021 and 2022, the educational year, he was a visiting lecturer at the Postgraduate Institute of Bali and Buddhist Study. In current situation, he is a visiting lecturer at Kedu Mary Buddhist University in Taungu, Myanmar, as well as a leader of the Yangon group, Yangon Nayaga. Moreover, our University Postgraduate Institute of Bali and Buddhist Study requests to him to be a supervisor. So he is a supervisor of Postgraduate Institute of Bali and Buddhist Study in this year, 2024. This is the Venerable Dr. Achin Sucitta educational background. So I would like to invite Venerable Dr. Achin Sucitta to share your knowledge and your experience in our research, discussion, and junior student.
Good evening, the most venerable senior and junior, my classmate, and all my Dharma sisters. Today, first of all, I would like to say thank you to the organizers of this research workshops, because this is the 5th year of this research workshop. So to you all, first of all, I would like to thank you all. And then as a second, it's a very great pleasure for me, and also this is the great chance, I think in this way, to have the chance to share my knowledge. Not the given lecture, it's just sharing my experience, the knowledge experience. Maybe some of the experience would be regarded as the knowledge, some of them would be as experience. Therefore, I would like to title sharing knowledge based on the research program, research process. Because in our time, to be honest with you, usually I didn't come to Makudarama. I shared and come. I don't usually come to Makudarama. Before 2021, I have been slept even one night. I have been stayed over one night in Makudarama before 2021. After 2021, I moved in Makudarama after our quarantine period when we came back from Myanmar. Then I moved into Makudarama. And that since that time on, still now, I'm still staying in Makudarama. Therefore, because I didn't come, I didn't come to here many times, so I didn't get the chance to meet our senior researchers who were doing at the time the MPhil or PhD. In our time, to see the PhD scholar is a very rare chance from Myanmar especially, because in our time, altogether, there were about 6 or 7 PhD scholars here from Myanmar. In our time, first time I saw the Dr. Idatharan when he came here to receive his degree. At the time, first time I saw one PhD holder from Myanmar, one PhD holder from Sri Lanka. This was the first time for me to meet such a PhD scholar. At the time, Dr. Idaga was the moderator. When Dr. Idatharan shared his knowledge, at the time we came here, only that time I got the chance to listen. How was the PhD experience? Only that time I got the chance to ask the question, but I could not ask any question at the time. Therefore, I didn't get the chance to ask about how was, I didn't have the chance to know what are the process, how can I apply, how should I prepare, how must I prepare for MPhil and PhD research. I didn't know it. When I was doing my MA degree at the time, I'm just doing MA, then I'm enjoying any other degree as a student here. I didn't have any idea to join the MPhil or PhD after I complete my MA courses. So I didn't prepare anything yet. Another thing is I didn't know what are the process, how I should prepare, how should I think like that. Even though we had to study the research methodology in our MA program, even though I had to write an essay, and we call it article, or we use the essay, or some will call the research. Even though I wrote it, I didn't know much about the research, even though I took the research methodology courses. So to be honest with you, when I start to apply for my fee, I didn't have any experience. I didn't know any friends. I didn't have any. I didn't have any idea how to apply like this. So I went to the institute. Then I met my supervisor. Then I discussed. First, I met Reverend Wimanyana and then Reverend Brahmatiri. I discussed with him. I even didn't know we could apply MPhil or MA program, even though our result for MA hasn't come out yet. We could apply. I didn't know at the time. Therefore, at the time, my visa also was about to expire. My visa was usual because I came here very earlier in our time, 2015. I think I'm the second or third person to came here 2015 to do MA program here, because I arrived here at 10th of January. So I will be the second or fourth person to write 2015 batch. So my visa was about to expire January 10. After our exam finished, I think mid of the December of 2015, then at the end of the December, I have to prepare the document to extend my visa before I go back. Then I went to institute and met Reverend Wimanyana and Brahmati. I discussed with them about my visa situation and also my idea. To extend my visa, I had to apply any course, some course. I had to apply. And another thing is, in my time, I'm not boasting you. At the same time, 2015, I did 2 MA program, 1 MA program to our PGMPBS. Another program is BPU, Tumla Junction branch. I did it same time. Fortunately, I could take both the exams same time, because because of my choosing subject, the exam, even though it's continuously I had to take, but it was not the same time. Therefore, I was lucky to take 2 MA exams at the same time. Therefore, usually in our time, the monk or student, usually first year, they did MA in BGMBBS. And then in second year, they usually applied BPU, Tumla Junction, MA program. Then they took the visa. In that way, in our time, most of students are doing in that way. For me, same time, same year, 2015, I did 2 MA programs same time. So I don't have any at the time, I didn't think I could apply for diploma like that. So after MA program, I could not apply the MA program in BBU because I had already taken the exam same year. So for me, only chance is to apply and free, then I could extend my visa. This is the only way for me at the time. Therefore, I discussed with Reverend Wimanyana and Brahmatiri. And then at the time also, I was interested in body psychotherapy. I listened to the Professor Wasantapia Dathana, my supervisor. After that, I took his subject also. And then I was interested. Oh, this area will be very useful for us. It's like for monk especially will be very useful because we should be monk. Monk seems like a counselor in Myanmar and Sri also maybe. Because when people face sorrow, when they face a sorrowful evidence, and also as when they lost some of their relatives, when they lost some of their properties, when they're freed, very sorrow at the time, they usually come to, or maybe usually they invite monks to their home, and then they listen to Dhamma. After listening to Dhamma, usually they feel some relief like this. So monk seems like a counselor. At the time, I thought, oh, this course I should take, and also this area I should focus like that. Therefore, finally, because of my discussion, the Reverend Wimanyana and Brahmatiri also they encouraged me to discuss with Professor Watsanta. Then I went to him, I discussed with them, and also at the time I didn't have any idea yet how to do it, how to write, how to choose the books and article to do the literature review. Fortunately, I met Benedict Siha from Dawei. Now he's doing a PhD in Chulalongkorn University, and then he's almost finished. He came here last 2 years. Last year I think he came here and then to go sit for his MPhil exam. because I used to do it only for MFA like that. And then at the time I met him in institute, and I say hello. I introduced to him myself, and then he asked me what I would do. I said I'm going to apply. I already applied for MFA, but I didn't have any idea how to continue, how to write a proposal like that. At the time, he gave me one paper on which he already write the processed research proposal. He mentioned, he gave me that one pages. He told me, he suggested me, you could follow these steps, but the areas are different. But you must write your own area, but the steps will be the same. Therefore, you could follow my steps. You could follow this method, like these steps. I took that paper and then I read it and I read it again. Finally, I wrote as much as I could. Then I went to my supervisor. I showed this like that. So far, what I would like to state is in our time, we don't have the chance to meet anyone who are doing MPhil or PhD research. Even though we took the research methodology, we don't really know, or we are not so familiar with some methodology, research process, and also moreover, not only research process, but also office process, also we don't know. I don't even know. And also, when I applied, I thought, even though I have submitted my application for MPhil, I thought, because when I applied for MA, when we applied, that time our student period not started yet. Only when we came here and we applied, we submitted all the documents they required. And then after we paid some amount of tuition fee, and then they gave us the student ID card. Only when our student period started. I thought in the same way, MPhil or research also would be same, MPhil or research student would be the same. I thought in that way. Therefore, after I applied and submitted my application to the institute, I went back to Myanmar. I didn't know. I thought when they accept my application, they will inform me. They will inform me through email, or they will inform me some any other way like that. I thought I was waiting in Myanmar, and also I was enjoying almost 2 months. 2 months. Then I must say thank you to Reverend Kusala, because he informed me my acceptance letters from the registration letter from the institute. Then he informed me, Reverend, your research has already accepted, and also they are applying to you to register like that. In that day, when I submitted my application, on that day, the student life research program, research period has already started. Only that day I knew it. Oh, in that way, it's a little different from MPhil and PhD like that. In my experience, this is one of my experience. And therefore, what I would like to suggest you is, before you start your application or you are doing MPhil or PhD, first try to meet the research MPhil and MPhil or PhD student who are doing, and also meet them and also discuss with them. But in these days, it doesn't need, because most of you, the information are already in your reach, in your hand. So the most important thing is to focus on your research area, to find out the resources, to find out the article and books, what you are going to review like that. Okay, now I'm going to start my research process. See, first, how can I share? How can I share my PowerPoint?
You can share it, Vande.
Okay.
Because now you are the co-host.
So from where, how can I share?
Yeah.
How can I share this? From where? Okay, now I saw it. Okay, now can you see it? Can you see the pages?
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay. This is the first research process mine titled. It's very simple for most of you in these days, because those those information are already in your hand. Well, let's move to second pages. First, think. You have to think which area are you interested. Otherwise, later you will be very boring, because it's not only 1 year, 2 years, at least 3 years. Here, more than 3 years. Most of the researchers before me maybe about 4 years. 4 years is the first one, I think. So far, I'm at but I think Benjamin Razina is the first one. He's completed very fast. Even though he's very fast, he also, I think, almost 4 years, I think, 3.5. Therefore, first you think which area you are interested. Otherwise, later you will get boring. Oh, this area I'm not interested. Maybe sometime after 1.5 years, you will know. But sometime maybe if you know you are sad, very area is better. Other 1.5 years or maybe 2 years at the time also you know, oh, I don't really interested. I'm not interested in this area, but I'm in already almost 2 years already passed. So how to withdraw? How to stop this research in that way? Therefore, first think clearly, and also think about yourself. Think about your interested area before you start reading. And then the second step is read it. You are according to your interest area. For example, you are interested about the culture. Maybe you are interested about the psychology. Maybe you are interested about the textual translation. Maybe you are interested about the experience and research like that. According to your interest area, you should find out the article and information and then read it. After this, find the information which will be useful for you according to your idea. Then after you got some information or some data, you collect those things, and then you have some idea about what you are going to do, what title, or you will give your title like that. After that, you should go and discuss. You should go to meet your friend or your seniors. After this, one of the lecturer first try to discuss with your friends, then your senior, and then your lecturers from the institutes. I mean, institute mean any institute, not only from our institute. This process will be the same in every institute, every college, every university, like that. And also, here I want to suggest you. This is according to my experience. Try to avoid the person whose word is not encouraging you to continue your research. Why those person? Later you will meet. Otherwise you will be very disappointed. Oh, I cannot do this. I don't have such ability to do. I don't have the ability to complete my research. After you listen to such person, you may know, no? And then plan your research in which area, and then on what to do the research. Then plan it, and then also you write it down. Those things write down in the paper. After that, you can write it down on your computer. Then you think again. After this, read it again. Read the books, magazine, article, journal, etc. There will be many articles which are concerning to your research area. Concerning with one's idea or research area like that, you could find out. Well, in this day, if you could use the internet, it's very useful, especially for that. Most of the researchers, they don't recommend Wikipedia to use as a reference. But if you could use Wikipedia, it's a very useful one. You could get the basic knowledge and also much information from the Wikipedia. Even though some university didn't accept Wikipedia as a reference, but some university accept it. I mean, some university they accept because some books I found it, and they are full note. They give the Wikipedia as a reference, as a full note. There was some area they accept, some area they don't accept. It doesn't matter. But anyway, it's very useful for us. At least the basic idea you will get when you read Wikipedia. Or if you want to know about something, you could type on Wikipedia and you can find it, or you could type on Google Research, Google Search. Then you will get some message and on some passage, and reading then you get some basic idea about the area. Therefore, don't look down the Wikipedia. Don't underestimate the Wikipedia. Don't underestimate any information, any writing. But you must have your idea. You must your the knowledge to choose which data or which information will be useful for your research. Then select research title related to the field of Bali and Buddhist study. Because here, why I put Bali and Buddhist study? Because we are monks. We are religious person. The important the field is Bali and Buddhist study. Therefore, I put it Bali and Buddhist study like that. Here you can put any area. For the science, you could put any science area like that. After this, applying with research topic with a brief introduction to less than 200 words. Because when you applied, you need one of the lecturers signed. When you ask your lecturer sign at the time, they will ask you, "Oh, how is your research proposal?" At the time, maybe you could explain in what. Otherwise, you could show them what you have written for your research
Excuse
proposal.
me, Bande.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Bande. You can make it bigger than your PowerPoint because we can't see clearly.
Oh, you can see me clearly. So how can I do that? How can I do that?
Bande,
How about now? No.
Bande,
How about now?
Whenever you should do the slideshow, whenever.
Slideshow.
Bande. Yeah, under the line, Bande, you can see.
Show me the yeah. You see the book beside the that's
Like
fine.
this?
Yeah, Bande, like that, Bande. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, that is correct.
Okay.
Bande.
Thank you.
Bande. Sorry, Bande.
Okay. So less than 200 words, your research proposal. After reading this one pages, the lecturers from the institute or university, he was signed. Then research proposal within 6 months to the date of registration. Because they give you the time to think, to review the article, and also to prepare to you. But in these days, most of the students, they have already prepared, and they find out first. After the thing, they have been registered, they didn't register, yes. Then they went to the research lecturer, and then they discussed with the lecturer, then they took the sign. After this, they applied in these days. Therefore, you get more time in these days because those students, they have already know the information, they already know the process. Therefore, you don't even need the 6 months. Some students, they have already completed their research proposal before they submitted their application to the institutes in these days. It's also very good for us because you will get more time for your research. Otherwise, you have to focus, you have to finish focused with this to complete your research proposal within 6 months. Your proposal. After this, when the institute accept your proposal, then you can request to do the first presentation. Taking your supervisor signed first presentation, then research and write. Then you must continue after your presentation. When they accept, when they satisfy, they will allow you to continue your research. Then you go write your research. Search, write, discuss, supervisor. In that way, you must do it. You must continue your research. And then within 18 months, one have usually, according to their limitation. But this is the basic rule. But if your supervisor accepts your supervisor, is you approved, you go have more time. Up to 2 years, some of them almost 2.5 years to write, to find out the reason to upgrade their research from MPhil to PhD. Because here, usually most of students first apply for MPhil, and then within 1.5 years, or some of them within 2 years, they try to upgrade their MPhil into PhD. As it may be a little different from other institutes. Because in other institutes, they don't have such plan, I think. Here is different in our institute, PG and BBS. In other university, if you want to do MPhil, you must do MPhil. If you want to do PhD, you must do PhD only that. You cannot upgrade MPhil to PhD. But in some other university, they will accept it. So you must find out in that way. In Sri Lanka, not only our institute, but also in the same way, I think. But they also say, in Sri Lanka, is this system, I think. And then upgrade, about the upgrade, I will talk to you later. And then research again, after your upgrade presentation is accepted, you can continue again, research and writing, and next chapter. Then check it and complete it. Discuss here, check it, make complete, discuss with your supervisor, and then if he accepts, you could continue on that way till all your completion all chapter. You must do it. You must write it. After this, first your supervisor must have to accept, and you must have your supervisor approve to do your final presentation. and then you go to final presentation. Then next slides. And then here office process. I'm talking here in this slide. I mentioned the office process. Publication any time of the year in Sri Lanka, I mean, not in other country. Usually they open the application once a year for PhD and MPhil like that. But even though they open the application for PhD, they don't accept many students. There are limitation, about 2-3 students from one country like that. And also one unit department, about 2-3 students like that. They don't accept many students usually. But here, there's no limit of acceptance to students. Many students can apply, and also anytime can apply here. This is a Sri Lanka system. Fill the application, take the approval and submit it. Take the approval means to take the sign of the lecturer from that institute. You need the sign of the lecturer from the institute, or in which you are going to do your apply. You are going to apply your research process. Then after this, you will submit your application to the office. Then after their board meeting, you will be replied. You will be informed from the office that your application is accepted or not. Then if your application is accepted, you could register. You could pay your tuition fee and then get a student ID registration into library. Because if you don't have the registration library, you cannot go into library. You cannot borrow the books from the library, even though you are the student of that institute. But you don't have the registration through the library yet. For the library also, if they don't know the student, they don't know me. If the student name is not in their list, they're gonna borrow the books to the library to the student. Meet the supervisor at least once a month. At least once a month. It's supposed to be twice a month. But before you meet your supervisor, you must have already written some. You must have some information to discuss with him. Otherwise, you are just meeting. It's useless. You are taking their time. You are wasting their time. Not only that, your time also you are wasting. So to meet your supervisor twice a month, you must have some information, or you must have some writing. Usually once a month or twice a month better, I think. Then keep in touch with supervisor by telephone, email, Viber, Facebook, and so on. You must have the communication way. Many communication as much as possible. The more you have many ways, the more better for you. Because, for example, sometimes, because 3 years, sometimes we have to go back to our country, sometimes we have to travel, sometimes you have to go to some other places. Because 3 years, no, there will be some of your social activity that you have to engage. You cannot neglect it. You must participate. In such time, you need to inform. For example, your supervisor also calling you to come and discuss with you. Sometimes your supervisor called you to present you are writing, to present the information you have collected. At the time, maybe you are away, you are outside of the country. At the time, you can inform him through telephone, email, Viber, Facebook, and so on. And then submit the progress report every 6 months. Usually, every university, they require progress report. Usually 6-month reports. For every PhD or every research, usually 6-month report. You have to submit it. And also here, at least 6-month report, you have to submit it. Sometimes it's not exact. They could accept it. For example, even though they say 6-month report, every 6 months, you have to submit it, but sometimes after 8 months, sometimes after 10 months, sometimes 14 months, like that. But you must mention, your 6 months is from here, your 6-month report is from, for example, from January to November, or January to like that. You must mention your report. So they could accept, and then you must take the US supervisor sign also in your report. Keep doing research. This always you must keep doing. Wherever you go, in your mind, there must be research idea. Even though you are doing some other thing, for example, at the time you might find out, you may see it, you may find some information which are useful to your research. At the time, you must take it. You must how to say they keep that information to write to use in your research. One hard copy also to submit it like that. A soft copy of the thesis. This is the last part of the your research. MS me Microsoft PDF form, Microsoft form, and then go back this within 1 month. You have to submit it after you do your final presentation. No? But sometimes you can stay many months. When the moment is their mission, you can take times 2-3 months. Some take about 6 months like that. Some more than some student, even though they did it, their Bible books, they took about 1 or 2 years like that. After this, submit 3 hard copy to the office. It means a soft copy and the thesis MS PDF form, and this means to submit to research unit. They will check your thesis, whether they are plagiarism or not. They will check it, your research, your writing. And then they were maybe 1 or 2 months, they will reply to you, sometimes 3 months, 4 months, like that. They will reply to you. After this, they will ask you to amend or to correct some of the writing in your research. When they have this, how to say, the doubt, they will ask to you. Usually they check the research methodology. Research unit usually check research methodology, not the other research. After this, you are asked to submit 3 hard copies to the office. At that time also, you need your supervisor signed in every copy of your 3 copies. After that, you have to wait 6 months or sometimes 2 months, 3 months. My time, I forced. After 2 months, the student can complain. After your submission of your final submission, you can not final submission. After you have submitted 3 copies to the office for the external is minor, after 2 months, you can request, you can make inquiry about your research process. Then they will find out. In my time, I did it in that way. Therefore, after 3 months, I could do my Bible post. And then, final Bible post, you have to sit for Bible post. In Bible post, also, you external is minor and internal is minor, and also the attendance, then that means the lecturers, they will ask you the question concerning your research. Usually, they don't ask very difficult question to you, but sometimes they ask. Sometimes they ask the question concerning your research. You know more than them. At the time, you're free. You know the area more than them. Because this is not their area. This research is your writing, your idea. You know the research more than any other person. After you and your supervisor know the research more than any other person. Therefore, when they ask to you, at the time, you don't feel shy, you don't feel awkward, you don't feel worried. You just, first they will ask to you to explain brief about your thesis, about your research. Then you explain in about 3-5 minutes. After this, they will ask to you what they want to know. At the time, usually student, because in my time also I feel, but don't need to worry. At the time, case I must remind me, oh, I know this research area more than them. It's encouraging me mindset. I know my research more than them. They are asking what they want to know. I have to explain them. Even though in that way, encouraging sometimes we face the question which we cannot answer. But 1 or 2 answers does matter. They could usually accept it. After this, they will ask to correct. They will ask to change to you. Maybe the worst thing is to change your research and also your writing and also your research article. Also, they could sometimes they may ask, but it's very rare, very rare. Usually, they ask to you to add some more information. So this information you are missing, this information we could not find in your research. If you put this information, it's better like that. But final decision is you and your supervisor. Sometimes, even though the president and the other is minor, suggest to you to correct and to change the chapter. But if your supervisor say, no, you don't need to change it, they don't know. They are just seeing this and they are giving a suggestion like that, what they think. We don't need to change. And that way you could submit your final thesis. After this, you wait the convocation. Let's go another thing. In this slide I mentioned that items or title which you must mention or which you must put in your research proposal. First, research proposal degree and propose a research topic. Propose a research topic. Sometimes you must mention, but usually here we apply, we start from MPhil level. Later we upgrade it. But some students, if they completed 2-year MBA program with this writing, they could apply directly to PhD. Therefore, you must mention at the bottom for this research topic or the MPhil or PhD like that. You must mention it. And then introduction, purpose of the study, you must mention purpose of study. Those are the items. And then literature review, research problem, research methodology, research limitation, chapter outline, possible outcomes, the working bibliography. Those items, those titles must consist in your research proposal. Within 6 months from the date approval of the research topic, you must write your research proposal within these items, including this item. According to these items, sometimes research problem, research literature review, sometimes they change. First, research problem will be sometimes before the research literature review like that. It depends on your supervisor. It depends on your supervisor. But this steps is mentioned in our student manual or prospectus of our institute. Okay, here, result, because here I took the, this is from the 2023 and 2024 prospectus from our institute as how to say, the reference. I took it. Here also same. Introduction, purpose, altogether, 10 title. Then after at the bottom, you can see the presentation, pass or upgrade or final, like that. After the upgrade into PhD level, this is for the MPhil student, MPhil researchers. Usually here, we start from MPhil. After this, within within 18 months, we have to upgrade to MPhil to PhD level. Therefore, there's the requirement to upgrade into PhD. First, 28 months from the date of research, even though there's missed 18 months, but you get more time if your supervisor approve it. But before 18 months, you must request extend your MPhil. The period of your MPhil research time, you must submit your request letter. Taking your supervisor signed, you must submit the request letter to office before 1 month, at least 1 month, usually 2 months. You must submit it, your request letter to extend the period of the MPhil research to get more time to upgrade your research into PhD. And also, you must complete 50% of the research to upgrade your MPhil into PhD. The recommendation of supervisor and the head of the department concerned. Usually, supervisor sign enough. Rather, we must submit it, our request letter to the institutes. Then presentation justifying the request for upgrading, explaining the intended additional academic contribution. Because those are the reason why you want to extend, why you want to upgrade your research level into PhD. Reasoning to upgrade, there are usually reason we must give. For example, usually some student given the same reason. Oh, the research is more deeper than what I expected, like that. This is always the accent. They are listening. They are hearing the reason all the time. Therefore, if you could find more other reasons, the better. This is my suggestion. Then you must find argument. This is the great. If you want to find argument about the previous research, if you can make argument, accept it. Even one argument enough to upgrade your research level into PhD. If you could find out one argument concerning previous research, for example, concerning he did it in this way, but in my research, this is not correct. This is not, but there are also some other things. But he didn't mention those things in that way. You can find an argument concerning previous research. If you could put that argument, your research upgrading is accepted. Usually the lecturer, they like it, the argument. They added more chapters to explain more about your research to be complete one. This also usually this also the more common reason given mentioned by the student, because usually we we have to find out more information, and then we have to edit. We have to mention those information. Otherwise, my research will not be complete one. That's the missing point. That's the missing information concerning the area. So my research will not be the complete one. In that way, we give the reason to upgrade it. This reason also they accepted. The most strong one is argument, giving argument concerning previous research in your research area. This argument, they don't deny it. They could not deny it. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so far, can you hear me clearly?
We
Hello?
can hear clearly.
Okay. If you have some question, please note it. Please wait it. Huh? First, let me finish my sharing. Then the preparation of the thesis format or research. The paper size A4, GSM 80. Because they are paper size, not paper size, paper how to say the paper quality is 2. GSM 70 and GSM 80. GSM stamp of grams per square meter. Grams per square meter, GSM here. So usually some student, when they submitted, they print out GSM 70. No, when you submit your thesis, for example, even to the research unit, when you are about to submit your research to the research unit after your final presentation, after your pre-talk, final presentation is used as a pre-talk in India, some university. They said pre-talk. Some university, they say final defense like that. Some said these are research defense like that. Some they use the final defense mean only for Bible posts. Some use Bible posts, some use final defense like that. But here we use not for Bible posts. Here final presentation mean the presentation. You are final presentation. Bible posts after this. But in India, some university they used final presentation as a pre-talk. Before they submit their thesis to the office, they have to do their presentation. It is called pre-talk, PhD pre-talk. Some university in India. Okay, here GSM 70 or GSM 80. So when you're about to submit your thesis to office, at that time you must print your thesis only paper of GSM 80, not GSM 70. Paper quality very different. GSM 70 and GSM 80. Well, on the back of the paper packet, you can see GSM 70 or GSM 80. They mentioned this GSM 70, GSM 80. The price also a little different, only a little different. So it's better to use GSM 80 all the time. Then one side only. You must print only one side, not two sides. Only one side. Then font size, Chinese News Roman, font type 1, Chinese News Roman. Usually both, because Chinese News Roman is for our books on the religious literatures. Therefore, they usually require Chinese News Roman. Other Chinese News Roman, sometimes some research thesis, I saw different font type. Some usually the footnote, they don't use the Chinese Roman. Why they're using it in that way? Maybe some checker they didn't know, I think. They didn't see. Therefore, they accept. I saw some research. For example, the body, the printing is the body is printed in Chinese Roman font, but the footnote and also some other items, some other subtitle, they are printed in a different font size. I saw it. I've seen it. The font size means or font size or 12 or 14. Chapter heading is 14, bold letter, not a normal letter, bold letter. The subheading is 12, but bold letter. The thesis also 12. This means body, printed your research in font size 12. Long citation 11. In your research body, sometimes you have to put it, the recitation. You have to put it, say you want to put the reference recitation, maybe 4 lines, 5 lines, sometimes maybe 10, 12. For that, you must print out in 11, not 12, not the same side. Footnote 10, double space between two notes, double space. But for the spacing line here, line spacing is usually 1.5. But for the footnote, you must type. Also, you must click to double space. No? And the line space is the 1.5 for the main thesis. made this 1.5. But I have seen some thesis 2. Their line spacing is 2, not 1.5. I saw. I've seen those theses also. So if you print out in 1.5, so there will be less pages. If you print out in 2 points, there will be more pages. Huh? But usually, but some institutes, they ask the researcher to write according to pages. But here, no pages. At the bottom, you will see words. You must write the words according to your research level, no pages. Because students can print out their line space, can use their line space in 1.5 or maybe 2. It doesn't matter whether you use 1.5 spacing or 2 spacing. Your thesis words, the count of your thesis what must be. Here at the bottom, I will see, I will talk to you. According to your research level, your research words must be in that word limit. Otherwise, they won't accept it. Margin 4 centimeter on the left and 4 centimeter on the left, 4 centimeter. Back, top, bottom, and the right is 2.5 centimeter. Because in the left side to bind the box, so they must give more space, Therefore, the arc, the left side is 4 centimeter of the pages, the top, bottom, and the right is 2.5. Reference style, any style, it depends on the institutes. Usually here, Chicago or Harvard, I don't know, I don't remember. No? But only one reference style in the entire thesis. You can use any style, but only one style, not 2 style. You cannot use. Okay, chapter 1, I will use Chicago style. Chapter 2, I will use Harvard style, like that. No, not like that. ABA style, like that. You must use only one reference style. Entire thesis must be similar. You have already noticed. The page number at the right corner of the top of the page. Right corner of the top of the pages. But some I saw they are middle of the top of the page, some important. But see, their recommendation is at the right corner of the top of the pages. This is their recommendation. So it's better to follow their recommendation, their rules. It's better. Number also what here for every 2 year research. The number is 45,000 to 50,000. For MPhil, 50,000 to 75,000. For PhD, 65 to 100,000. But before the 80,000 to 100,000. But they change it. Before 2019, I think. Before 2019, the one limitation for PhD is 80,000 to 100,000. But now they reduce about 50,000. It's a very, relief for the researcher. Otherwise, sometimes it's very difficult to find out more information to complete the word limit like that. So they reduce 50,000. So if your research is about 70,000 or 65,000, okay. But 100,000. But in my research over 100,000, they also accept it. Some research over 100,000. In my research at first, 120,000. But later I reduced to just over 100,000. 100,000 and 100 and 1,000. After this postdoctorate, here postdoctorate is about 50,000. Postdoctorate research. All those words, in those words, footnote and endnote are not counted. Footnote and endnote not counted. When you count your words, what number at the time you cannot count footnote and endnote. Then doctoral study, postdoctoral study, a candidate with a doctoral prospect degree from recognized university could apply with detailed proposal for postdoctoral study. So anyway, you must write your doctoral degree, postdoctoral degree proposal, postdoctorate proposal. This is research concern. Your research concern of 50,000 by essay, and then you must do the Bible presentation. Then they will offer the certificate. This is that I added for postdoctoral student because now many monks and then they have already completed their PhD here, and some of them want to do other research as postdoctorate. Therefore, I put it, this information. This information, I took it from the 2023-2024, our prospectus of our institutes. The idea consists of this on a title page, font size 22 bold, first page. The title line must be 22 bold. 16, your name, which is also number, 16, font size. Then 18, institute name must be 18 font size in the first page. And then second page, declaration of the candidate, declaration of you, certifying that this is your own and independent work. It means you are doing yourself. You don't take, how to say like that, there's no any shadow writer like that. You are not hiring anyone. You must make declaration for that. And then recommendation of your supervisor and the acknowledgements. And you already know. Also, already acknowledgement means you must mention your acknowledgement because of those help, because of the help from the support and providing from those persons, because of guidance from my supervisor, lecturer, because of my parents, my teacher, when I was here like that. You can put it. There's no page limit acknowledgement. But anyway, it's better 2 and 2.5 is better, or maximum 2.5 is better. Otherwise, your acknowledgement will be very long, no? So 2.5 is maximum 2.5 would be acknowledgements. Then your abstract, 300, usually on 1 page. But I've seen some thesis, their abstract is 1.5 pages. Some almost 2 pages I've seen. But their recommendation is 1 page, about 100 words in 1 page, your abstract of your thesis. And then you must mention at the bottom how to say the keywords, no? Keyword of your research you must mention. Then content page, the abbreviation, or you're using the abbreviation, then main thesis. Recommend, you can put it, recommended research, connected with your current researcher. Because concerning your research, there are some area you could, if you are interested, if you want to do, if the next researcher, if they want to do the research concerning the area, they could do it. So recommended research means for the next researcher, if they are interested, they could do that. So you can put it the recommended research also, but it's not compulsory. It's not compulsory. It depends on you. It depends on you whether you want to put it. You can. Otherwise, you can leave it. And the index also the same. No, it's not compulsory. It depends on you. But bibliography, all the blue color are compulsory of the thesis. All the blue color are the compulsory ideas that you must mention. You must consider your thesis. The how to say the violet color are not compulsory. They are option. It depends on you. After this, those I took from our 2023-2020 prospectus, same. Those are the same. Here, 2019-2020, and then here the research project in 1 pages. See, at the time, at the one here, see only 3, direct MPhil, PhD through MPhil, and then direct PhD only here. Here in this page, 2019, that's not mentioned about the research project for every 2 years. And then last year, maybe this year, they mentioned here, see, in 2020-2024 here. Here you can see 2-year MA. 2-year MA here, these 3 are the same with the previous slide. But here, MA 2-year, they added for 2023-2024 prospectus. These are the same, the first pages of your thesis cover. It will be the same. Here, month and year, see, month and year, some are not compulsory, sometimes year and month, sometimes months and year. Here, see, at the bottom, you will see year and month. Can you see it? Year and month. 2019, 2020 prospectus. Here they mention year and month. Here 2023, 2024 months and year. So year and month, as you like, as you are as the recommendation of your supervisor. You can put a month first or year first. It's not the chemistry. These are some link that you could go and find out. Padamala University in India, Achiranaga University in India, Swami University in India. And those universities, but now some Yama monks are doing, Yama monks and nuns are doing their research, PhD, or some are doing free. Here in Sealing of Vedadania, Buddhism Bali University, our institute, I mentioned now Colombo and Naganana, I do not mention. You could find it those links also. Here, duration of research degree program, FE full-time 2 years to 4 years. If you could complete within 2 years, it's okay. After 2 years, it's okay. Otherwise, you can extend your FE research duration, your research period of from 2 years to 4 years. Here, there's no require any payment. But in other university, no other university, I mean in other country, they must finish within their limited time. Otherwise, if you extend your research, you have to pay your tuition fee for 1 year like that. Therefore, they try to finish within 2 years, but here they usually don't ask to pay any tuition fee after you paid for your tuition fee fully. For 2 years, you don't need to pay anymore. Then part-time for MP is 3 years to 6 years. PhD full-time is 3 years to 6 years. Part-time is 4 years to 8 years. Postdoctoral study usually 1 year. Can you doctor philosophy like that? 50,000 watt, usually 1 year, no? But after you complete your PhD, within 5 years, you could apply it. Otherwise, you couldn't apply for postdoctoral research. Within 5 years, you must apply. Otherwise, you couldn't apply. Otherwise, you cannot apply for postdoctoral degree here. Research here. Other university, I don't know. But you go, sometimes they ask for the research fellow. I thought you could apply. There's no such a limitation in those university, I think. But it depends. Those limitations are depends according to university. Here, I put a joke about how many years. 1 year on this planet is 7 years, is like a planet Mars, I think. Oh, great, I will do my PhD here. 7 years spots, 1 hour. I will finish my PhD 1 hour. This is a joke, I like it, therefore I put it here to make, because as a PhD, doing sometimes 3 years, the very first, when I started to my PhD, not PhD at the time, I have already upgraded. I could upgrade with 20 months, 20 or within 2 years, I could upgrade it. So I thought, next 1 year, I will complete it, my PhD. But after my upgraded, it took many years to me, altogether almost 7.5, almost a year to me. So thank you very much for your presence, time, and attention. May you complete your relevant research well and soon. May you overcome any and all difficulties, disturbance, hindrances in your life. Thank you for your time. Thank you.
Thank you, Venerable Dr. Sucitta. This session, according to the sessions, this session, the question and answer, all student or all junior student or other interested who are interested in this research area and at the Buddhist study. And also in the next year, who want to join the MA or MPhil or PhD, please ask the question. The Venerable Dr. Sucitta. I want to invite to ask the question, all the students. Before you ask the question, please raise your hand picture.
I don't think Muslim don't have a question because those information now everyone knows. Those are common questions now. Sorry, those information are common to everyone. It's different from our time. Therefore, I don't think there's many questions.
Yes, Bandit, thank you.
But
The audience, you
maybe
ask the question.
some students are joining the other university, so they may know the
Yeah.
research process. We hold like that.
Yeah.
Yes, all of the students, you also now have the chance to ask some, not only our research process, but also the other information also you can ask.
Yeah.
To that is also a great chance.
Experience also.
Venerable Dr. Sucitta, can I ask one question, Bandit?
Yeah, no man, not only one. Many.
Yeah, Bandit, I want to ask, what is the long citation for the, I can clear this situation, long citation, Bandit, the font site 11.
Yeah, any citation. Because long citation mean you usually put it separate as a separate paragraph in your research in the body, not the
Yeah.
footnote. But sometimes, well, I would like to share my my work. At first, in my research, there are over 120,000. So I'm thinking, how can I reduce? But I want to mention those recitation also. What I do is I put it as a footnote. Then, okay. Well, to reply to your questions, for a long citation mean the citation you could not put in your research body. For example, it's not like some stanza, only one stanza, not one stanza, only about 2, 3, 1 lines. You can put it in your body. You could not put as a separate paragraph. Long citation means usually about 3 lines. So you should at least 3 lines. You should put separate. At the time you need, this is called the long citation. You could not put in your normal writing, your normal paragraph. You must mention clearly. At the time you must use 11, font size is 11.
Oh, yeah, Bande.
You understand?
Yeah, I understand. You
Yeah,
mean,
you clear.
yeah, you mean the, for example, the voice not clear. For example,
Yeah.
the Sangama, there is a body language that is not clear. We can explain a little bit like a long citation. That is,
No,
we
for
like-
that, you should, it's better you should put as a footnote to explain something to different, it's better to use as a footnote. For long citation, for example, you are writing about the, how to say, about the meditation
Yeah.
steps. For example,
Yes.
in this level, usually you are mentioned first, introduction, like your body line. In this level, usually the meditator experience such experience like that. About this, Venerable Mazi Sayadaw mentioned here. Then Mazi Sayadaw what directly, you must put it about 3 line, 4 line like this. Then you must like bracket also. You must use open embodied question or the audio embodied and then the close embodied. You must put it about you are mentioned directly the Venerable Mazi Sayadaw's work. Put into your research. For that you are using. After that you can continue. He also mentioned in his word, the meditator in this level face this experience like that. Again, you can conclude it like that. As a reference, you are putting his word directly as a citation. This is called long citation.
Okay, Bande, now I got it.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you for your question.
Thank you, Bande.
Any other question, please? It's only 1 hour only.
Yeah, the audience, please ask a question. That is a good chance.
Usually this, as I told you, this process are now common to everyone. Also the process.
Venerable sir,
Thank you. Yeah.
I would like to one question. I would like
Yeah.
to ask one question.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm so late to join. I was so late to join your class, but sometimes your presentation is really good, really perfect because we always sometimes even we are writing thesis, but some information are make mistake. But today your presentation already mentioned us very nice.
Thank you.
But I see a lot of thesis. I cannot. I'm not too much clearly about footnote and endnote. I see a lot of thesis writing about footnote, but I didn't see endnote. How to understand according to your experience? Can you explain Bande for us?
Thank you for your question. Usually, footnote is better, I think. I also usually students use footnote. Footnote is easier for the reader also. They could find it, your footnote. Otherwise, we have to turn backside because footnote is at the end of your research. Footnote is at the bottom of your pages. If this page, for example, you are putting number 1, And at the bottom of that page, you just need to read it. Oh, number one is mentioned. Otherwise, you have to turn back. At the end of your research, turn around, turn the page, turn the page. This you have to read in that way. According to my experience, according to my preference is footnote, not endnote. But some researchers, I think this their style. They want to use endnote, I think. But I prefer, my preference is footnote. It's more clear. Yeah. Thank you for your research. Yeah. So your
Okay.
question.
So much, Bante.
Never Jagra, you may have the same question.
Yes.
Yes.
So whenever Sucitta got to opinion, so I can understand about the proposal.
Mhm.
In research process, a proposal within 6 months from the data registration.
Mhm. Mhm.
That is the official or official, or how can I say?
Yeah.
Regarding
Yeah. It's a process.
university.
Yes, this fact, this information already mentioned. Usually, student prospectus, it means student manual book. Every university or every institute, they usually print out the student manual book. Usually, they mention here in our institute also mention 6 months is their limited time, but you can have more time according to
Oh, yeah.
your supervisor's approve. You need your supervisor approve. If you could not
Yes, sir.
complete within 6 months, you could not complete your research proposal within 6 months. Before that, you have to make a request. You have to submit your request letter to the office, taking your supervisor sign. But in these days, as I say, mentioned, as I told you, in these days, any student who are going to join, not any student, many students who are going to join MPhil or PhD, before they are submitted their application, first they are finding out the area
Yes, sir.
and also discuss with this, researcher, sorry, lecturer. After this,
Yes, sir.
they submit their application. In that way, you have more time. You are already prepared. Your proposal almost complete before you submit your application in this day. Because the information now come on. The process about the research, the research process, all
Yes.
already know. Therefore, they could prepared. In our time, we face this problem. In these days, this is not a problem anymore, I think. Yeah. So
Oh, yeah.
therefore, what I always suggest you is before you apply, first you prepared. You prepared about
Yes, sir.
about your research. Then discuss first your friends and also and find out whether this area in this research topic anyone have already done in the same way, same method. Even though the area is the same, but research process, research method are different. I know research, how to say, applying area also different. Therefore, even though the same area, you could do that. Even though same,
Oh.
almost the same, almost the research topic also same, but only one words could make difference. Therefore, they accept it. But you must be able to explain how your research is different from the previous research, even though the research topic are almost the same. You must
Yes, sir.
be able to explain it, and then they accept it. Therefore, before you apply, you submit your application, please discuss with your friend and find out information and prepare, and also discuss with the lecturer from the institute or university
Yes.
you are going to apply. In that way, you will have more time. Usually, you could finish within 6 months. Many student, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, sir. If I have a chance, one more question.
Yeah.
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 Presentation of the thesis or research in the page. And you mentioned margin 4 centimeter on the left and 2,5 on the top, bottom, and right.
Yes.
So I couldn't absolutely this sentence or this mention.
Mhm.
Please explain me more detail. Yes, sir.
Yes, see, usually in the book, left side here.
Yes, I see.
Two binding, therefore two binding. There's two So when you are binding, you are binding the South Children in Myanmar. So when you bind,
Yes, sir.
you are this at the time you have to use some spaces. Therefore, in the
Yes.
left side, 4 centimeter. At the bottom,
Yeah.
at the top, at the bottom, and the right side, only 2.5 centimeter. 2.5 centimeter here.
Oh, sorry. Yes, sir. 2.5.
Yeah, 2.5. 2.5
Oh, sorry.
centimeter.
Okay.
4 centimeter and
I-
2.5 centimeter. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I see. Okay.
Okay.
In my pages, you mentioned 2,5. Yeah, I see. So
Yeah.
okay.
Yes. Thank you for your question. By
Yeah.
the way, Beku Shinsiri, he sent a message, the question, and he sent his question. His question, I will read out. Dear
yeah.
for new student, how can I choose the research title and what is the
Yeah.
progress? Should we go? If you have experience, please give me a suggestion. So there are two part volume. First part is how one can choose the research title. Another thing is on the progress one should go. So how I think what I understand is for the second part, how the researcher could do to get progress in his research, I think. For the first part, you must choose the research area to which you are interested in. And first, I already told you, otherwise you will get boring after 1.5 years, 1 or 2 years. Therefore, first, which area are you interested in? For example, translation, text translation, or another thing is about the history or culture. Culture means there are many culture areas, even though the word only one word culture. And the culture, there are many subtopics. Culture in Myanmar, culture in Sri Lanka, Myanmar culture in Sri Lanka, like that. Also, comparing Myanmar and Sri Lanka culture. I mean, here, because I'm studying in Sri Lanka, therefore I use Sri Lanka. And also many other culture also you could choose. For example, the activity. For example, the religious activity, religious activity became the cultural activity like that. You could choose in that way also. It depends on how you could present, how you could write. Therefore, in one area, there are many subtopics. Therefore, first you should choose in which area are you interested. You are interested. Otherwise, you will get bored later. When you first just you don't know it yet. 1 year, you study to know this area you are really interested or not. Therefore, first, in which area you are interested, in that area you should choose as your research. Then try to find out what you would like to know. Then went to the library, and then you can check it, the research topic of the previous researchers. In that way, you can choose your research title. After this, you must find out the article and book. Otherwise, there's not enough sources. Sometimes source also, we need to find out whether whether there's enough source or not. You have to find out also. Otherwise, you don't have much sources to use in your research. Therefore, you cannot continue it. Sometimes for 2 or 3 months, 2 or 3 students from Myanmar, even though they intended to do their research as a PhD, but according to their process, first they had to apply for MPhil. At the time, maybe they didn't clearly inform their supervisor that they would like to do their research as a PhD. And later, they asked their supervisor they want to upgrade their research in a PhD. At the time, their supervisor didn't accept it. No, there's no enough sources for your research to upgrade it. And also the reply, you should inform me earlier when you discuss with me at the time. You should tell me you want to do your research as PhD or MPhil. Therefore, whenever any student, whenever I met before they are going to apply for MPhil or PhD, I usually encourage them to mention or to inform, to tell their supervisor that he wants to do his research or her research as a PhD. Clearly inform this. And that way you could do that, your research. Yeah. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Any other question? He asked. Don't miss your channel. That is a good chance to you. Please ask a question.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Venerable Nadia, you can ask a question.
Show the video. Show your face.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Venerable Nadia, please ask a question. No problem. That is your advantage.
My respect, supervisor. Thus, you already know I am your student. Just now, I am preparing proposal for MP. But
Yeah.
I know how to prepare. Just now, I really want to know at the beginning of study and joining for MP, how and what do I need to prepare the process of office to submit my proposal. I really want to request to explain
Uh-huh.
for proposal.
Yeah. Based on your proposal, now I'm checking also again, even though I have already checked once. Here, your proposal is here in my hand.
Oh, yes.
So you have already prepared enough. You have already prepared enough. To be honest with you, I think I could tell this in front of adults attendance also. You have already prepared enough for your research proposal.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
I asked you to wait time, you know. He has already
yeah.
prepared. Before he
Yeah.
registered, he have already prepared everything. Now he
Yes.
has already got the acceptance, he has already got the supervisor signature. So his proposal also almost completed. But his registration is now almost 2 months. Huh?
Yes.
2 months. Only 2 months so far.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah. See, when I registered at the time, 2 months, I didn't know anything yet. You
Yes.
already prepared, you have almost completed your research proposal.
Yes.
Your next step is to complete your research proposal, then take your supervisor sign. When they accept your acceptance, then you submit your research proposal to the office. And then when they reply acceptance, at the time, you could submit your request to do your first presentation.
Yes.
So for that, after you submitting or before you submitting your research proposal to the office, now you can prepare for the presentation. For the presentation, you must prepare for PowerPoint, also handout for student, handout for lecturers. Sometimes we use different handout for the lecturers. We use different handout for the audience. We get a different handout, but sometimes same. It depends on you. Therefore, now you could prepare PowerPoint. If you almost complete your proposal, then take your supervisor sign, then submit it to the office, then prepare your PowerPoint handout. Then wait. They are applying to do your first presentation. After the why you are already finished, you could continue your writing. Yeah,
Yes,
you don't need to wait. You could continue your writing. If you could complete it already, you can continue on that way. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for your sharing and explanation.
Thank you for your question. Okay.
Now you can sleep very well because of this information.
Hello.
Venerable student, you can ask a question.
So then, may I ask one question? Yes, after we show our wait.
Yeah, yeah.
I hear.
Yeah, we
Yeah, I
are.
can hear you now clearly.
Yes, may I ask one question, Bande?
Yeah,
So after we have chose our amphi time there, what should we do? Yes. After we have chose our amphi time there, or like yes, time there. So what
After
should
you
we?
choose your research title,
Yeah, yeah.
then you must find out the previous research concerning your research area. Your title in which area? First, you must know the area. First, you must know the area. Before you take your title, first as I told you, you must think which area, then which is there any article or any research, PBR research I have already done. After this, you can think about your title. Again, you must find out whether the same title is there any research with the same title that you have already chosen. Is there any research, same title done by the previous research? If there's no, you can continue your preparation or your research proposal. Otherwise, sometimes they will know they have already done many things, but you've already prepared. Your preparation are useless, you are just wasting your time. So before you do that, first you have to find out the information. First area, then PBR research, then take title, then again, find out PBR research. And then first you must go and check their library. And the PBR research, you find out whether there's the same title, even though same title, almost same title. Not that it's the same title, they won't accept it. Because it's the same title me, result also will be the same. Almost same, but the presentation will be different. But you must be able to explain this. You must know it. Well, how and what your research will be different from the previous research. If you used it as your argument, you can upgrade it also. And also, you can use those as your book review, previous research, like that. In the way.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for your sharing.
Thank you very well. She does not do other question. If there is no question, can I read it in the chat box? The question. The question is, Venerable, dear Venerable, in writing proposal, what about we should write in background? Please explain me, sir. And it's me the the writing the proposal, Bande.
Yeah, as in the proposal, not only the proposal, when you start, yeah. And usually in research in first chapter, it will be when you write a research proposal, usually you must start introduction, the background of the research. For example, you are about to do the translation, and then you should explain the background, why you want to do, not why, how, and what the translation. For example, there are also many, for example, you are going to translate, you are going to do the research about the translation of the Abhidhamma Thangka, for example. And you must use Abhidhamma is a very, very common. Abhidhamma is a very interesting area to everyone. And also in these days, most of people also wants to know about the Abhidhamma and also Abhidhamma also. These books are not translated so far yet. And also even though there are many translations, their translation need to check like that. For example, they were explaining the background, why you want to do like that. So you are just introduction, your research. It's like an introduction. In that way, you are going to do this research. You should write in that way. The background of the research, introduction, and also you must mention the area of the research. Usually area, you are mentioned about the area of the research. This is the background. And then the problem part you must mention. So first, background is the research area you mentioned, your research area.
Thank you, Venerable Manita. I think you got it, this idea from the Venerable Dauda Sucitta.
Venerable Reverend, are you okay for my reply?
The question is the Venerable Manita.
Yes, okay,
Yes.
Bani. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is there no question? I want to read out in the chat box one question. Is there any reason for this book? Sorry, Wendy. Is there any reason for this book to use only single page, not double page? Why, Wendy? That is the question.
To be honest, I don't know why, but they ask. This is they how to say that they are requirement to print only one pages. This is the only when you submit your thesis to the office. But I don't know why so far. I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't know yet. But you just need to we just need to follow this. I don't know, to be honest with you. Yeah. But every thesis must write on one pages when they are going to be submitted to the office. Your first copy, then again 3 copy, then final also. Only one pages. I don't know why. Maybe to use money. I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't know yet.
Yeah, but there is one question in the chat box. Dear Venerable, how can we find the research problem from our research title?
Usually it's easy. If you make your research title into question, this becomes research problem. This is the very basis. Okay. This is the very basis. But to some research, even though their research title is in that way, the problem is another one. But related area, related topic. Usually that these title become when you change these title into question, this becomes the problem of the research, usually, but not all, usually. Yeah. For example, my thesis title is the Buddhist therapeutic approaches for eliminating problem behavior as typically Buddhism. My research problem is how far Buddhist teaching could be used for eliminating problem behavior. Almost same, no? This is title and question. Change this title into question. This is my research problem. How far Buddhist teaching could be used for eliminating problem of behavior? This is my research problem. The third question is the Buddhist therapeutic approaches. Only Buddhist therapeutic approaches. Only this one is more in the title. Other things are just changing into question. The changing form of the question become the problem of my research. In that way, usually about maybe 80%, 85% of the research title become the research problem, usually research problem. When you type your research problem into the statement, this becomes your research title in the way.
Thank you, Wendy, for your answer and suggestion. I think Venerable Shin CD, you have recorded the idea from the Venerable Dr. Shin Sucitta. Please ask a question. Any question? The audience.
Yes, my sir. At the moment, there's no question. Let me ask the one question.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
I'm not sure you mention or explain or not, because after 10 minutes or 20 minutes, I went to the dynamo or the kilometer. That's why I missed the whole explanation entirely. So let me ask regarding the annual research report. So whether you explain or not, I'm not sure. So if you explain also, please would you explain again? The annual research report, as you know, we are mostly within 6 months. We had to write to the report, we had to submit to the office. So this is compulsory or not? So if we don't write the research report, what can happen? And what is the benefit? So that is what I want to know, Professor.
Thank you for your question. Let me call you Dr. Yoda. You almost become the doctor, no?
No, yeah. Not yet.
See, usually 6-month report, not annual report. Annual means once 1 year. Once a year means annual report. Here, 6 month report. Because every 6 months you have to submit your report to the office, taking your supervisor sign. But this is not the compulsory. I mean, compulsory means the PDF. Every 6 months you don't have to submit it, but you must submit annual report. For example, after 8 months, you could submit it. After 10 months, like that. It's better if you could submit every 6 months, it's better, because to write your research report, there's something to tell, to write in your progressive report. Otherwise, this means that the reason force you to focus on your research. Otherwise, you are focusing on some other area. We are engaging, we are neglected. Because of that, for me, it took time, it took many years, you know. And also, when I submit my research report, sometimes for this research is from January to November, like this. Sometimes, usually 8 months. For example, 8 months. Sometimes 10, like that. It's also accepted. But I think at least 6 reports should be submitted to the office, because 3 years, 6 years, no? So 6 months report me every 6 months. So, or 2 in a year, therefore 3 years, there must be 6 progressive report. You must submit it to the office. This is better, because to be with the boundary, in Myanmar, we call, how to say, sometimes I call it boundary unloaded.
Yeah.
It is better for us. For example, we must follow the rules. We must follow their requirement. If we are in their requirement, if we are following the requirement which they are mentioned in the books, in your manual, student manual, is better for us. We can get more chance, I think. Yeah.
So you mean that this is not compulsory, but it is better to write. We also should write the research.
But I mean, to submit every 6 months is not compulsory, but you must submit. Submission is compulsory, but 6 months is not compulsory. Yeah, you get it? What I mean?
Okay.
But what I mean is, after 10 months also you can submit it.
Okay.
After 1 year you can submit it. But you must submit, you should submit it 6 report.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is
You must
report.
submit 6 report, yeah.
Yeah.
For me, altogether, I submitted about 8 reports.
Okay.
After this, I don't submit any more report. Yes.
Actually, they are the application form, write the annual report, not 6 month report.
Really?
We don't know why we write there within 6 months. I'm not sure. And we are following
Yeah,
this.
see, every 6 months, they said, no?
Now, annual
Every
report.
6 months. Yeah. Now they change, I think. So let me check. Usually 6 months, then maybe
I
they
had
change.
the
No?
application form, Professor. A big annual
report. Yeah, annual report form is the 1 pages form, 1 pages, not many line, 1 pages form. Is not
BIB. What does mean BIB? Does it have?
Sorry?
Here mentioned the big annual progress report. The first one, BI. And
First one. Which page?
The first, the letter name, annual progress report of the research students. The first one, BIB, annual progress. So BI refer to what? I'm not sure. Okay, the doctor said that thank you so much for explanation. Because this is I just only want to know the compulsory or not without writing any progress report. It is okay or not. Let me know. That's it. Okay.
We must submission is compulsory, but the PDF is not compulsory. So better. We are in the how to say that they are limitation, their limit.
Thank you, one of us.
Yeah. Any other question?
Yes, Venerable.
Yeah,
Venerable Soman. Okay.
Yes. And how many books can I use of the reference citations or quotations are? the same of MC or total, the same that.
There's no limit for that. There's no any limitation for the references. You can use many, but less is not good. Much is better. But sometimes they don't like many references, reference books. Sometimes they don't like it. Usually in the one chapter, we usually put, for example, it depends on the chapter paper pages also. In my research, some chapter about 70 or 80 pages. But usually one chapter should be about 50, and it's better. In my writing, in my research, one chapter is about 70, about 150 references. Usually I put it like that. Yes, Lauren.
Thank you.
So there's
Thank
no
you.
limit. There's no
Yes,
lit.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
The
Yes,
Venerable, we
thank
say
you
that
very
good and see now the time that you are question time, please ask a question, Bande.
Thank you so much, our moderator. Firstly, I would like to say, Venerable Dr. Sucitta, I
Yes.
think today, how can I say, your presentation style, we learned a lot things to you. So therefore, I want to say, I would like to appreciate for your effort. So
Thank you.
I will ask you one day, one thing. This is not a special thing. So for the one researcher, how to manage our time and our our time, and then so for the researcher, how to collect your data. So this to then please share to the all our audience, including me, Benny.
For me, I think yesterday also Donna Urabodi also explained about that. Collecting data, because in these days we are using computer, huh? It's easier for us. We just need to give the name of the folder. For example, if your research is going to be about 5 chapter, for example, one chapter is about introduction. The second chapter is about meditation. Third chapter is about Mahasi method. Fourth chapter is about Mogo method. Then fifth chapter is about comparison. Comparing these two, or maybe, for example. Then sixth is conclusion like that. And then you will make a folder, at least 6 folder. Then when you see the information, the data, books, which are you relevant to about the Mahasi chapter, and then you must put it. You must take that data into the 4th chapter, no? Third chapter, like that. In that way, you can collect it. You can save the data. Later, you can use this information. First information, later data. Information is just information. What mean you are not going to use yet. Data, when the information becomes data, mean you are going to use the information into your research. So first collect the information as much as you can. Later, you can choose this one is relevant, this one is better. And then if you don't need it, you can copy then in other folder. According to my experience, this is good or not, I don't know. Because every year I change. For example, 2016 I started 2016 data. Then 2017 I again make a folder 2017. Then I make a folder, I give a name that MV Processe and MV research. And then 2018 again, I copy some data, not all data. Some data I copy into the 2018 folder. Again, 2019, I change in that way. Sometimes I don't think this is not good. I'm just copying the data. Sometimes I think this also will be useful. Those information will be useful later for me, because even though I use some of the information as my data in my research, later the information that I didn't use in my research, later those will be useful for me. Therefore, we should keep those information as a folder also. Therefore, so I put one folder that I don't use it, but later I will use if I need it in that way. I collect the data in that way. I collect the information, then I choose the data from those information that I save. And sometimes to do the research according to the chapter also good. Sometimes I don't think both how you are going to use it the best. About that managing the time, for me, as you know, it took me about almost a year. No? About the time management. No, I'm sorry for that. This question not relevant to me because it took me a year. No, maximum should be 1.5, 3.5, or maybe 4 years. As you know, some scholars they already completed within 3.5.
And then it is
Yeah.
how can I say it is just if express any day, any time value because we know the how to spend your time in the student study. I just only want to know the for example 1 day how many hours do you study, something like that. It's okay.
I'll tell
30
you.
year,
Yeah.
80 year is a no matter value.
No. Therefore, I will tell you, there's no limit for me. No limit. Sometimes about 2-3 months, I didn't write anything.
Yeah.
Sometimes about 4 months, I didn't write anything. Therefore, I'm sorry. I told you, I'm sorry. This question not relevant to me because there's no limited time every day. Some students, their dedication, they are focused only their research. Okay, well, 4 hours writing, 2 hours reading like that, or 4 hours reading, 2 hours writing. They are, how to say, their timetable. Here also, the previous logo, which one, I don't know. He put a timetable. For me, no timetable. I don't have the limited timetable for me. Therefore, I'm sorry for that. But sometimes 2-3 months, I didn't write anything. Sometimes I change. Later, to be honest with you, I really wrote start my writing is 2022. I changed. I also, one chapter, I wrote it, I leave that chapter. Chapter 2, I left out that chapter. First, chapter 2, I left out. Later, I'm discussing with my supervisor, even though I write about, I think about 50 or 48 or 50, like that. I already wrote one chapter, but later I changed because I don't think this is relevant according to my research title. Because my research title is critical, not a comparative. Therefore, I changed it in that way. But what I want to tell you is this: for me, I didn't do my research every day. How much? And this hour I have to read. This hour I must write like that. I didn't do in that way. Therefore, it took me very long time. It's
Okay,
better to.
I get it. Sorry for
Yeah.
asking to this
Yeah.
first question.
Yeah. Therefore, it took me many years.
Okay, thank you so much, Benny.
Thank you, Venerable Sucitta, for your question, and also Venerable Sucitta, Dr. Achin Sucitta, for answering the question. Now, the time the Ina do ask the question and answer, according to the fifth session, to speak the wagon speed, I would like to invite Venerable becoming Dr. Achin Yoda to speak wagon Venerable Dr. Achin Sucitta.
Okay, Venerable. Firstly, I'd like to say thanks to the Venerable Morita for giving the opportunity to say some say thanks to our contributor, Venerable Dr. Achin Sucitta. Yes, Venerable sir, tonight we are also very lucky to hear the research process from you because we missed this chance. As far as I know, maybe 2 years, we didn't learn this research process from you. So this year we are very lucky. I'm trying to say like that. Very lucky for us because this research process also are very significant for mainly the new students because before they choose this research process, at the time they need to consider or they need to manage which university should be joined, which university is possible for us, like that. So if we don't know any information or research process, at the time sometimes we may choose without thinking some university. Other times on the way, maybe certificate, they may fit the certificate. So that's one, even this research process is very simple, but very significant or very indispensable to know for us. So that's very useful for us to know. Otherwise, you also not only the research process, you also mentioned the thesis format, and also in thesis format also in detail. Yeah, this we also didn't hear throughout this our MRAS research. Tonight, you are also explain the thesis format. This format also needed to know for us. On the other hand, you also add some information regarding the postdoctorate. Yeah, this is first time to hear the information on the postdoctorate. This is also the some students who finished the PhD. At the time, they may consider this research process regarding the postdoctorate. Actually, in Sri Lanka, and then now there's no one who has finished the postdoctorate, but only one student, as far as I know, only Sobaga. But I also know that you also may consider that the process. So very happy to hear. I also wish you to do the postdoctorate, also to continue the research process. Yeah, so that's why throughout tonight, we also got a lot many information, especially the research process from the beginning to end of the paper test. You explain in detail and systematically throughout this process. And also, you also could explain widely and very patiently whenever the student asked them any question. Not only the tonight research process question, but also the other information regarding the research process or proposal that want to know. So you also could explain very well, and also I hope they may be satisfied that your explanation and your answering. So that is why I really appreciate your knowledge and your effort and your very patient to explanation. Also on behalf of research organization and on behalf of the participants, not only the monk, also the lay people. I really appreciate. I would like to say thanks to you for giving the chance to know some information in the research process. Yeah, I also wish you to be also next year, and maybe research process, maybe also other chapter, other maybe information regarding the research methodology. We also hope to see you also next year. Otherwise, we also wish you to be the best in your life and to do the many things throughout your life. Yeah. So, anyways, not only you but also the all participants. Also, I really appreciate to participate from the beginning to end and nearly end of this research methodology. We also had the next week, the last week to study to get the chance the last week. So that's why I want to try to invite all of you to also participate at the end of the last week. We may do the close the ceremony the next week, the Tuesday. We are also planning to do the close ceremony. So I hope you also may participate at the next week. So thank you so much, our Venerable Dr. Sucitta, and all of the moderator and all of the participants. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Venerable Shinjiwada, to speak, to welcome speak fully. And also invite the student to join the next session, future next session, to join the last session, to join the fifth annual research seminar, the Burmese Society. Please join the last chance to get the knowledge or other experience. I also invite you, please join us in the next session coming soon. So according to the sixth session, we will be close this session by reciting the Buddha Sadhana Siddhanta Dedu. And that is why I want to request all of the students and Venerable Dr. Ashin Sucitta lecturer and also other students and senior man and lay devotee, please recite and Buddha Sadhana Siddhanta Dedu to close this session. Buddha Sadhana Siddhanta
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you, Bhavya.
Thank you, yeah. Thank you, yeah.
Thank you.
အဲ့ဒါမှဘယ်တော့ပြန်လာမှာလဲ
ဟာပြောလားပြောဒီမှာလုံးစရာလေးပြန်လာပဲပြန်လာပါပဲလေ
မခေါ်နဲ့ဦးလေး
ဒီကုန်းနဲ့တက်နေပြီဒီကုန်းနဲ့တက်နေပြီ
မခေါ်နဲ့ဦးလေး
ဒီကုန်းတော့တက်တယ်ဘေကုန်း
ဒီမှာအလုပ်ရှိတယ်ဒီမှာအလုပ်ရှိတယ်
အာဘေကုန်းထပ်
မ
တက်
လေးရှိတယ်ဗျာ
ဘုန်းကြီးဒီမှာအလုပ်ရှိတယ်သူကခိုင်းလို့ဟွာလို့တော့မရဘူး
ဒီလိုလုံးဆွဲရမှာ
ခါအများကြီးပဲလေ
ဟုတ်တယ်မှန်တယ်ဘုန်းကြီး
ခဲပေါ်လေးရှားတာဟိုခဲပေါ်ဒီမှာလေးရှားတယ်ခဲတိုင်းအလေးမထင်နဲ့ဘုန်းကြီးကခဲတိုင်းအလေးမထင်နဲ့ကြောက်ခဲတိုင်းအလေးမထင်နဲ့
ဟောလို့လားဒါမှအမလာမ
ခဲပေါ်လေးရှားတယ်
အမီဝဲမီလို့
တမဘောလို့ပြောတာဟုတ်ပြီဟိုကိုကရက်လို့မရဖြစ်နေ
ဟောလို့
ပြီးသွားလို့
အာ
ဟောရ
သူကရမရဘူးလေဘုန်းကြီးနောက်တဲ့ session တစ်ခုလောက်ထပ်ပို့ချပေးပါအောင်ဘုန်းကြီးဒီလို
လက်ကောရမစောပြီပါလို့ဘာမှတော့မကောင်းတာတော့မရှိပါဘူးဟာလို့ရက်လို့မရဘူးလားရတယ်မဟုတ်လား
သူတို့ထင်တယ်ဟိုပြီးသွားလို့သူကတွားနေထင်တယ်ဗျာဒီကစ်ပြီးသွားလို့ဒီမှာရက်လို့မရဘူးဗျာခုပြောဒီမှာဟိုတော့သူတို့ moderator တွေလုံးကြည့်ပါဦးဗျာပေးတယ်
according ကိုရက်လို့မရဘူး
ဓမ္မကြိုးစားပြီးရက်ကြပါအောင်ဗျာဘုန်းကြီးဟိုကဒီဟိုလေးတစ်ခုလောက်မေးချင်လို့